Marrying a wife is like having a harem. This is the ultimate magical anime you must watch in July. Eiji, who dreams of having a harem, meets Rin, his perfect match. Whether it's Demon-chan, Tsundere-chan, Cool-chan, or Soft Sister-chan, Rin can effortlessly perform any role with her superb acting skills. If these don't appeal to you, can you resist the cat-eared and clawed Meow Meow-chan? Rin, a new high school freshman, wants to join the drama club, so she asks Eiji for directions, and Eiji thinks, what a coincidence. He is the president of the drama club. However, he tells Rin that he is the only member at the moment, so she shouldn't feel compelled to join. Little does he know, Rin is not reluctant at all. Instead, she feels a sense of destiny that the story begins here. Seeing the bright-eyed underclassman, Eiji feels a bit guilty. He takes her to the club room, only to open the door and find so many members inside. Rin is stunned, and naturally, Eiji isn't the real president. The real president is this muscular guy. Eiji had just created a sense of destiny for Rin. Rin introduces herself to the president, saying she has loved acting since childhood. The president asks her to perform on the spot. Rin immediately gets into character, reciting Juliet's classic lines with tearful expression and conflicted tone, capturing everyone's attention instantly. The president immediately says she must join the drama club, and Eiji, standing closest, is utterly mesmerized. Eiji and Rin stay together in the drama classroom. Eiji regrets not being a super handsome guy and experiencing the popularity among the opposite sex. Rin must fulfill this small request, immediately pulling at a strand of her hair and showing a mischievous expression, asking Eiji if he needs her company for a date. Eiji is pleasantly surprised, thinking Rin is truly wonderful. But the next second, Rin ties her hair into twin tails, turning into Tsundere-chan and pouting, saying it's not for him. The other club members become part of their play. Eiji feels torn between Tsundere-chan and Little Demon-chan. Then a comment makes Rin blossom with joy, saying the current Rin is the cutest. Eiji then starts to play the role of a cool, aloof person. Unfortunately, the only girl attracted by such a demeanor is Rin. Eiji humbly seeks Rin's advice. Rin immediately gets into character, and with a high and mighty attitude, tells Eiji to immerse more in the character's emotions. Afterwards, no matter how much Eiji babbles, she remains silent. Eiji finds this too challenging, since he can't stop talking. Rin can't help but smile knowingly, finding this senior more and more interesting. The two always eat lunch together. However, Eiji is busy preparing for the cultural festival backdrop. Seeing how hard her senior is working, Rin decides to reward him. She transforms into Tsundere-chan and feeds Eiji a rolled omelet. Eiji can't handle such an exciting scene. Then Rin becomes Cool-chan. Unexpectedly, Eiji is still not satisfied. He pulls out cat ears and claws, scaring Rin so much that she drops the omelet into the paint. To make up for her mistake, she reluctantly wears the embarrassing play props. Seeing Rin like this, Eiji is content to die happy, and Rin acts like a cat very convincingly. Just as he thinks of capturing this beautiful scene, he realizes his phone is missing. Rin has a bright idea. Isn't this a chance to get her senior's phone number? Too nervous and shy, she can't speak. Instead, she turns into Little Demon-chan, suggesting she could ring his phone for him. Oh, but then you'll know my number, she says. Eiji falls for it, willingly giving Rin his number. Rin accidentally overacts, and Eiji says he'd rather not bother. He asks for Tsundere-chan instead. Rin quickly ties her hair into twin tails, successfully getting her senior's phone number. Eiji also finds his phone. Even though they are face-to-face, they end up calling each other. Eiji apologizes over the phone, proving he's really good at this. The next morning, only Eiji and Rin arrive early at the drama club classroom. Rin asks Eiji to check her art club homework. Unexpectedly, Eiji starts acting, telling her to adjust her attitude before asking for favors. The next second, he begs Rin to say it again in Cool-chan's tone. Rin immediately switches roles, then shows him her drawing of Romeo and Juliet. Eiji is stunned after seeing it. Probably noticing his difficulty, Rin develops a new character, Coquettish-chan, and in a coquettish tone, begs Eiji to help her. Eiji can't withstand such a strong move, and ends up willingly helping Rin paint it all. In the evening, a classmate responsible for the script shares a new horror story. Unexpectedly, it petrifies Rin on the spot. She's too scared to change clothes alone. AG can only stand at the door to guard her. He imagines Tsundere-chan shivering and accidentally gets excited. Then he thinks of coquettish-chan too. Rin immediately cooperates, asking her senior in a coquettish tone to stay by her side. AG gets so excited he nearly breaks the door. This distraction makes Rin forget her fear. She changes clothes while cooperating with AG's performance. After school, Rin goes to find AG to invite him to a club activity, but finds him asleep. Rin's mischievous side takes over, and she starts acting cutesy while holding AG's hand. AG suddenly wakes up and quickly notices his hand being held. Startled, Rin quickly lets go and blames her mischievous act. AG lies down again and asks Rin to act mischievous once more. AG shares his phone wallpaper with Rin, which surprisingly is the club president as Romeo. He's grown tired of it and asks Rin to make an all-out cute face. Rin, feeling shy, still obliges. However, her expression turns awkward just as the photo is taken. Right then, the club president walks in with a serious face, making Rin laugh. AG captures this, finally getting a photo of Rin's radiant smile. Today is the day the grades are released. To Rin's surprise, AG is weak in certain subjects. After Rin sees his report card, AG doesn't want to be embarrassed alone and insists on seeing hers. Reluctantly, Rin shows her paper, revealing she too is weak in math, scoring only 29. Quickly, she switches to her mischievous persona, claiming she purposely didn't pay attention in class to have AG teach her. Inspired, AG decides to attend a tutorial class the next day to improve and later teach Rin. As soon as Rin enters the drama club, she encounters a cooking contest. There are 2 dishes in front of her, one made by AG and the other by a senior. The president's vote puts the senior in the lead. After tasting, Rin feels dish A is textbook-like, while B has a personal touch. She doesn't want to choose based on taste, but wants to pick AG's dish. To distinguish it, she starts eating voraciously, startling AG, who tries to stop her since it's their lunch. Ultimately, Rin chooses B, which indeed is made by AG, tying the score. AG then suggests letting Cutesy-chan choose again, but Rin refuses to act that way in front of others, implying AG isn't just anybody to her. The sports festival is just around the corner. Rin asks AG what he plans to wear for the club's relay race. Surprisingly, AG pulls out a skirt. Of course, it's not for him to wear, but for his persona, Tsundere-chan. He also perfectly plans outfits for Cool-chan and Little Devil-chan, forgetting that Rin is just one person. Rin asks which outfit she should wear herself. Without hesitation, AG suggests loungewear, although Rin usually wears t-shirts. The image instantly forms in AG's mind. Yes, that would be perfect. Today, Rin sports a Little Devil hairstyle, hoping to surprise AG. Instead, AG's messy hair shocks her first. AG regrets waking up late and not fixing his hair, overshadowing Rin's playful new look. He clearly lacks the emotional intelligence needed to charm. Still, Rin remains cheerful. At the drama club, she hears AG mutter about being cold and covers him with her jacket, then quickly switches to Tsundere-chan, exciting AG immediately. Following this, Cool-chan states if AG gets a cold, she will take care of him. AG returns the jacket to Rin, making her embarrassingly flustered. Deciding to dress lightly again tomorrow, she checks the weather. 12 degrees Celsius. Good luck, tomorrow's Rin. The Rin family has a new member? It all started when Rin showed AG a photo of her younger sister. Rin's sister, just a first grader, is so adorable that AG couldn't help but wish for a sister of his own. Rin immediately acted the part, tugging at AG's clothes and asking, "Big brother, can I have one more candy?" AG, in his excitement, playfully challenged why she assumed the role of a little sister. Despite this, he found Rin's confused demeanor endearing and asked how she usually interacts with her sister. Rin honestly replied that she often pats her head and rubs her face, making AG envious of having such a gentle sister. He noticed the words written on Rin's hand, lines she planned to memorize that day. AG insisted she add, "I'm so scared. Can you comfort me to sleep, big brother?" Reluctantly verbal, but physically honest, Rin realized she had many more lines to remember and no space left on her hand. AG offered his own, and Rin, playing the tsundere sister, drew a broken heart on it, claiming she hated her brother the most, leaving AG utterly charmed. Today, as soon as AG entered the classroom, he saw Rin crying. Thankfully, it was just an act. but he almost instinctively wanted to comfort her. Instead, he could only offer a tissue. Rin continued her performance, looking tearfully at him and saying, "Please don't be so kind to me." AG was overwhelmed, not good at dealing with crying girls. If Rin were truly crying, he'd probably just make a silly face to cheer her up. AG is truly a hindrance to Rin's acting career. During a play on stage, Rin was performing well until she spotted AG waving at her from the audience, which nearly made her forget her lines. Fortunately, her character was about to be put under a sleeping spell. On the day of the school festival, AG and Rin stopped at a candy stall. With each candy looking so appealing, Rin couldn't decide and playfully asked AG to choose for her. AG immediately picked chocolate, but the little devil character suited strawberry better. Playing along, Rin, as the little devil, teasingly said AG wanted to do something sweet and sour with her. Then AG chose lemon for the tsundere character and mint for the aloof one. Rin couldn't possibly eat them all, so AG finally respected Rin's own choice, and it turned out both liked the plain flavor. AG caught a cold and looked so miserable that Rin wanted to do something for him. AG thought his caring junior was so thoughtful that he felt a bit better. Rin, suddenly shy, claimed it was her flirty side speaking. AG didn't expose her. He was too weak to argue. The tsundere character said she didn't mind taking him home, and while agreeing, AG got Rin a new mask. Wearing the mask, Rin couldn't hide her smiling lips. Thus, Rin took AG home, and even made udon noodles while he slept. When AG woke up, he had hot noodles ready to eat. He curiously asked who had changed his clothes. Rin's eyes darted around before she blamed the devil character. Realizing what was happening, AG playfully showed his devilish grin, calling Rin Naughty Rin. The two flirted and teased each other, and Rin even promised to make noodles for AG again. Today, AG suddenly became sentimental, admiring boys who brave confessions, thinking they are very handsome. Rin instantly felt a sense of crisis, wondering if her senior had someone he liked. Unexpectedly, AG then confessed his feelings deeply to her, but ended up calling out the name of the tsundere character. Although Rin felt mixed emotions, she immediately transformed into the tsundere character, asking AG to consider the atmosphere more since she wanted to cherish this memory. AG immediately obliged, brought out a homemade night view, and started reciting corny lines. However, this time, he confessed to the aloof character. The experienced Rin quickly turned into the aloof character and asked AG flatly, "Do you like me?" This caught the usually smooth AG off guard. Despite not finding out if her senior truly liked someone, Rin enjoyed all his confessions and felt content with how things were. Today, the drama club was having a Christmas party. AG went out to shop, and Rin joined him, holding the umbrella for him as he had his hands full. Although the atmosphere was very romantic, AG inappropriately recalled scenes under the umbrella with him and various characters. Rin kept switching roles, making the space under the umbrella increasingly crowded, but it was still just Rin and AG. After Christmas comes the winter break, a supposed time of joy, but Rin felt crazy not being able to see AG. On impulse, she called him, not using any character's voice but speaking as herself, expressing her wish to see him. AG asked if she was just bored and looking to pass the time with him. Rin felt defeated, thinking she was mistaken for the aloof character, but then AG invited her to join him for a New Year's shrine visit. The next day, Rin put on her most beautiful kimono, and, with a smile, left AG speechless with excitement. While in line, AG noticed Rin blowing on her hands to keep warm and offered her a hand warmer, which wasn't hot since he had been using it since the day before. Seeing Rin about to get angry, AG quickly offered his warm hands as a replacement. After praying, AG watched Rin close her eyes and make a wish, feeling a sudden flutter in his heart. At that moment, she was just Rin. They then went to draw fortune slips. Considering Rin had so many personas, AG planned to draw 20 slips. Rin, trying to stop him, accidentally fell right into his arms, her face turning bright red. AG thought she was hurt, but she said her heart felt like it was going to stop. What? That's serious? AG drew a near miss fortune while Rin drew a bad one but insisted hers was excellent, especially after tripping into AG's arms, proving it was indeed excellent. Because finals were approaching, Rin studied in the library today and asked AG to join her, as both of their grades were not great. However, AG just wanted to slack off and tried to encourage Rin to do the same, teasing her about scoring only 29 on a recent math test. Today was the weekend, and no one else came for the drama club activities, but AG was going to make props later. Rin didn't want to miss this chance to be alone with her senior, and volunteered to help him, suggesting they could start studying hard tomorrow instead. The two were busy until dusk fell. The night view outside was impressive, and Eiji invited Rin to enjoy it together. However, Rin wasn't in the mood as she was too excited about being alone with her senior. When he asked her opinion, she absent-mindedly called it cute. Eiji responded that she was cuter, which left Rin unable to think clearly. Instinctively turning tsundere, she said Eiji was even cuter. Eiji seemed to find joy in teasing Rin, often saying she was cute, which completely flustered her. At night, alone in bed, she agonized over what Eiji really thought of her, playing out monologues, imagining confessing to Eiji in various characters. Yet, she couldn't bring herself to actually confess, secretly hoping he might confess to her the next day. The following day, Eiji started rehearsing lines, but stuttered badly. Rin offered to coach him one-on-one and switched between several characters. Eiji complimented her acting skills, prompting Rin to gather courage and admit that she really enjoyed performing in front of him. After her confession, she asked Eiji how her performance was. Unfortunately, Eiji had seen through her. He knew that was the real Rin speaking, and he expressed that he really liked her performance too. Eiji, already having Rin as part of his harem, still wants to expand it. He borrowed a book titled Complete Guide to Romance, and after reading it, felt he was about to become a harem king. He now understands women's hearts very well. Rin immediately turned cold, asking her senior if he knew why she was angry, even while acting coquettishly. Eiji quickly consulted the guidebook, thinking he might have said something foolish. Rin told him he was only half right. Eiji couldn't help but lament that he really wanted to be in a relationship, revealing that he was currently single. Rin's mood instantly improved upon hearing her senior talk about wanting a relationship because he had acted with her so often. It made Eiji sometimes distracted in class, wondering who to choose. Rin was overjoyed, guessing her smile was because her acting was praised. It seems that the guidebook wasn't very effective. The next day, Rin dressed up as the stern-looking student council president and eagerly went to find Eiji. His first reaction was a desire to date the serious student council president. To do so, he decided he must join the student council first. Rin then put on her president's demeanor, scolding Eiji for his impure motives and questioning his suitability for the council. Eiji immediately apologized and backed down, realizing something was amiss with this development. How could their story continue? Thus, President Rin took the initiative to invite him, expressing her hope for a school where students are encouraged to attend, regardless of performance. Eiji instinctively took her hand, remarking on how soft the president's hands were. Then, he asked Rin what policies she would implement if she truly became president. Rin wanted to allow mixed classes across different grades to facilitate student interactions, though her real motive was to attend classes with her beloved senior. While Eiji's acting might be lacking, he excelled in drawing. Rin asked him to draw her portrait, but he ended up drawing her caricatures, intentionally exaggerating her features. However, one of the drawings turned out quite cute. Seeing the delighted look on his junior's face, Eiji couldn't resist teasing her about how cute she looked, leading to a playful exchange about the drawing and the person. This was their version of a playful, embarrassing roleplay. Eiji suggested Rin try dropping formalities when talking to him. They started discussing a horror movie. Rin, scared of horror films, was reluctant, but Eiji encouraged her to watch to improve her acting. Rin absolutely refused, so Eiji proposed they watch it together, even if it meant she cried by his side the whole time. Rin's eyes lit up. This was just like a couple's interaction. Enjoying the informal way of speaking, Rin decided not to use formal language with her senior for the entire week. Over the weekend, Rin unexpectedly bumped into Eiji at the bookstore. Immediately regretting not dressing up before going out, she quickly put on a hoodie and tried to escape. Surprisingly, Eiji recognized her just from her silhouette. When Rin turned around, she noticed Eiji was dressed even more casually, wearing a t-shirt from the drama club's school festival. Eiji joked that Rin wasn't looking much better, which made her sheepishly admit she didn't know what was currently in fashion. Eiji then suggested they shop together, so the two fashion novices headed to the mall's clothing store. Rin was contemplating whether to cut her long hair and playfully insisted that Eiji must compliment her no matter the hairstyle. Imagining Rin with short hair, Eiji realized she wouldn't be able to wear her signature twin ponytails and strongly urged her not to cut it short, even gently touching her hair tips and crown. Rin couldn't resist such a direct compliment and decided against the haircut. A new member joined the drama club, a junior girl aspiring to be an actress, making Rin an upperclassman. Thinking about his role as a senior, Eiji wondered how he could be a respected figure. Rin playfully flipped her hair and told him he needed to be more serious, though not to reject his current self. Energized by her comment, Eiji was thrilled when Rin unlocked a new dignified character, which he wanted her to maintain. However, seeing Eiji's reaction made Rin almost break into laughter. Eiji had built a new platform and asked Rin to test its stability. Imagining Rin might be afraid of heights, he pictured a comical scene. Rin began to act haughty, but the platform became unstable, prompting Eiji to insist she come down. Holding his hand, Rin felt too nervous to jump, fearing she couldn't manage a cute landing. They remained in this standoff until the club president arrived. Rin was looking at a photo of Eiji from 4th grade and, finding it adorable, snapped a picture. Eiji pretended to be scared, which Rin also captured, thinking his little devil persona was getting too ingrained in his everyday behavior. Eiji warned her not to get too absorbed in the role. Rin verbally agreed, but soon started sounding more like her devilish character. Eiji showed a fearful response, half-jokingly worrying about what the mischievous junior might do next. Rin leaned in, teasingly asking if he would forgive her if she did something mischievous. Caught up in the moment, Eiji accidentally hit his hand with a hammer. Rin, feeling somewhat guilty, quickly apologized and admitted she had gotten too carried away, suggesting that perhaps playing a different role might help her adjust. Just as Rin was about to leave the club, Eiji suddenly grabbed her. When the club president and others returned, they didn't find Eiji and Rin in the activity room. At that moment, they were behind a shelf, creating a thrilling sensation akin to a secret rendezvous. Eiji guessed that the younger student probably didn't want to go to the drama group anymore and decided to skip class with her instead. Rin's eyes lit up, but upon seeing Eiji's swollen finger, she realized that they urgently needed to go to the infirmary. After bandaging his finger, Eiji sat reading a book next to his middle school uniform. Rin, unable to contain her curiosity, asked him if anyone had ever taken the second button off his uniform at graduation, or if he had given it to someone he liked. Surprisingly, Eiji had never heard of this tradition and immediately took off a button to give to Rin. Rin got overly excited and insisted Eiji do it again, this time with more ceremony, unable to suppress her joy. However, Eiji changed the topic, saying he wanted to give it to Little Devil-chan. Rin certainly did not want her alter ego to receive the button, declaring that Little Devil-chan was not around today. Every morning, Eiji opens his shoe cabinet and finds no love letters, which leads him to dramatize the situation for himself. He thinks it's good there are no love letters, so no one gets hurt. Feeling sorry for him, Rin kindly places 2 love letters in the cabinet the next day, signed by Little Devil-chan and Tsundere-chan. One wishes that his shoe cabinet remains empty, and the other tells him not to overthink, as she did it just because she felt sorry for him. Eiji admits he started overthinking before even opening them. Rin, transforming into Little Devil-chan, demands a proper reply. Eiji immediately promises to use up all the town's stationery in his responses. Although he knows the love letters aren't real, he decides to keep them safe. Unexpectedly, another letter falls out, written by Rin in her own voice. She hadn't intended to include it, and quickly snatches it away before Eiji could finish reading it. That was a close call. She almost confessed her feelings successfully. Today, Rin helped a friend resolve some romantic troubles, so she's in a great mood. Eiji jokingly says her mind must be inhabited by 5 love experts, while he knows nothing about love. Rin insists on discussing romance and asks him how to pursue someone with completely different interests. Eiji knows nothing about this and isn't interested. He really seems to be hopeless at love. Despite this, he still longs to experience feelings like butterflies or a fateful encounter. Rin quickly reassures him that even if he really falls for someone, it wouldn't be like that. Then, speaking as a love expert, she tells Eiji that he's better suited to dating younger girls. Eiji immediately takes her advice. All right, let's go date younger girls. Rin has surprisingly awakened a stalker trait. During a school trip, she had her best friend film her from a girlfriend's perspective, pretending to be on a date with a senior. Her friend played along well, especially since Rin and the senior aren't in the same grade, couldn't go on the school trip together, and the senior would graduate before her. With a grand gesture, her friend said, "Just pretend I'm the senior today," and then called out Rin's name. Rin was instantly thrown off because Eiji never calls her by her name. Today, Rin fell asleep in the activity room. When Eiji noticed, he went to wake her up, and she unexpectedly started talking in her sleep, childishly. AG asked her what she wanted for dinner, and she called him an idiot. It was unclear whether she was pretending to sleep or actually sleeping. Just as AG began to wonder, she opened her eyes. He playfully lied to Rin, saying she had been talking about liking him in her sleep. Rin immediately jumped up from her chair, but upon seeing AG's expression, she knew he was lying and called him an idiot again. AG quickly pulled out a bottle of bitter gourd and durian soda, known for its awful taste, wanting Rin to try it. Unexpectedly, Rin started chugging it, even saying it tasted good. But the next second, she couldn't hold back anymore. It really was disgustingly bad. It was just her acting, which utterly shocked AG. He couldn't help but want to take a sip himself, seeing it as an opportunity for an indirect kiss. Unfortunately, despite the efforts of Tsundere-chan and Little Devil-chan, the senior still couldn't get past his mental block. While everyone else was busy, these two were idly sitting around, after all. An actor's job is to wait. Seeing AG so bored, Rin initiated a word connection game, which AG quickly joined, setting a rule that only romantic sentences could be used. Thus, Rin immediately turned into Yandere-chan. "How can this be? You're talking to a woman other than me?" Because she acted too well, it really made AG's skin crawl. The two were essentially flirting through the word game, and AG even said, "I like Rin." Rin forgot they were playing a game and stuttered, "Me too," tricked by the senior into revealing her ultimate move. Although Rin is an amazing actress, she can't wink. No matter how much she tries to contort her face, she can't do it successfully, not even as Little Devil-chan. When it comes to winking, her expression just twists. AG demonstrated it a few times for her, even playfully flirting with the younger student. "If you keep staring at me like that, I might just fall for you." But the next second he started being unserious. Rin was frustrated and helpless. This day, during gym class, AG accidentally scraped himself, but there was no teacher in the infirmary. Instead, upon hearing the news, Rin hurried over and the couple started playing roleplay again. This time, Rin acted as the nurse, personally disinfecting AG's wound. AG was quite demanding, forcing Rin to switch roles back and forth. After spraying disinfectant alcohol, she helped him with a band-aid. Unexpectedly, AG lifted his shirt to reveal another wound on his waist, causing Rin's face to instantly turn red. She couldn't take it anymore and made an excuse to run over to the eye chart. AG played along, deliberately mispronouncing Tsundere-chan's name and then claiming his vision was getting worse, asking the Tsundere Jr. to help him choose glasses. Rin immediately tied her hair in twin tails, and AG couldn't get enough. This time, Rin purposely made AG say her name, finally hearing her name from his lips, and couldn't help but cover her mouth and giggle. Cute indeed. Lately, a new game became popular among the students. AG couldn't conquer a new dungeon, so he came to ask Rin for help. Rin excitedly agreed, choosing a curse-related class. AG remarked that it was just like what Little Devil-chan would choose. Rin immediately transformed into Little Devil-chan, claiming it was the senior who had cursed her. With such a teasing junior nearby, AG simply couldn't hold back, losing every round and determined that this time he must break through and go home. Seeing his serious demeanor, Rin also awakened a new trait. "Let me see your cool side." But AG ended up losing the game immediately. The two stood in the hallway, overlooking the entire town. From there, they could barely see AG's house, but not Rin's. Rin couldn't help but want to visit AG's house again. Meanwhile, AG was thinking about how to act with her, imagining that Tsundere-chan's house must be in that tall building, and Cold-chan's house should be that quaint building. Rin asked AG what kind of house he wanted to live in the future. Unexpectedly, both simultaneously mentioned the house with the deep blue roof. Rin, blushing, suggested, "Why don't we just live together?" They even chose the same floor. "You two might as well share a bed." Today, it started pouring rain after school. AG actually likes rainy days, but Rin really hates the feeling of her shoes getting wet, and she's also afraid of thunder. Just as she mentioned it, a thunderclap boomed. AG was particularly curious to see the scared expression of the Little Devil Jr. Right after he mentioned it, a bolt of lightning struck, and Rin immediately crouched down in fear. AG then invited her to his house to take shelter from the rain. Rin was more than eager, and her mood instantly improved. When they arrived at his house, Rin was completely soaked. AG asked her to change into dry clothes and offered her some of his own home clothes. Not only was she entering his home, but she was also wearing his clothes. Isn't this practically like being in a relationship? Moreover, Eiji invited Rin to his room. Today, Eiji's parents were also coming home and they would surely invite her to stay for dinner. This was too thrilling for Rin. The two hadn't even started dating and were already meeting the parents. While they were talking, Eiji's mom came home. Rin was at a loss and finally mustered the courage to go with Eiji to greet her at the door. The moment his mother saw her son had brought a pretty schoolmate home, and that they were both wearing what seemed like couple's clothing, she immediately gave a knowing smile. When Rin was about to leave after dinner, she was invited to come over again. Eiji was then sent out to walk Rin home. On the way, Rin couldn't help but speak her mind, hoping that the senior would also call her Rin. Eiji finally caught on and said to Rin, "Welcome to come over again, Rin." Both of them blushed together. When exactly are these two going to get married? Eiji touched another girl's cheek in front of Rin. Although the girl was Rin's younger sister, Eiji asked her which sister she liked the most, admitting he recently fancied a cool and aloof type. This was tough for Rin, who had to act along with Eiji in front of her sister, and she did it well. Suddenly, Ayaka asked Eiji if he had seen a lazy sister type. What? A new character? Despite Rin quickly covering her sister's mouth, Ayaka spilled all about Rin lounging on the couch and being cared for by her. Eiji was very curious to see this side of Rin. Despite feeling embarrassed, Rin indulged him. She even acted coy, refusing to pick up her tea, asking Eiji to compliment her. Eiji didn't hesitate to call her cute. Her sister seemed like a part of their play. Rin was so shy she hid her face in a pillow. Summer arrived, and on their graduation day, Eiji asked Rin about her summer plans, even calling her by name, which made her laugh and embarrassed him. He urged her to call him by his name, and blushing, she called out, "Senior Eiji." But then Eiji mentioned they wouldn't see each other over the summer, asking her plans again. Rin said she had none, which made Eiji pity her but also invite her out. At the summer festival, they enjoyed time alone after getting separated from their drama club friends. Rin didn't want to find the club president. Eiji shouted "President" at a shooting booth at a doll, then gave the doll he won to a cool junior girl. Rin just patted the doll's head, making Eiji wildly jealous. After shooting, they planned to look for their friends, but Rin, not wanting their time to end, said she wanted cotton candy. Eiji, not disappointed at all, quickly arranged it, but reminded her they must find their friends before enjoying the festival. Just then, she saw the club president and others approaching. Not wanting them to interrupt her time with her senior, she quickly pressed the mask onto Eiji's face and covered herself with cotton candy. The group walked right past them. Eiji thought Rin was starting another act and followed suit by dancing the character's dance from a movie they had just seen the previous morning. Rin suddenly fell silent, just as a large firework exploded in the sky, suggesting it was the perfect moment for a kiss. Soon after the festival ended, Eiji and Rin went to the swimming pool with Ayaka and her friend. The couple planned to date while also keeping an eye on the kids. Ayaka wanted her big brother Eiji to toss her into the pool, a wish he was ready to fulfill, but Rin disagreed. Forced to switch to a more mature mode, Eiji declared he wouldn't give in to such temptations. Then Rin, partially revealing her shoulders, asked him to help apply sunscreen. Eiji struggled to resist and pleaded with Rin not to tempt him, which made her blush as well. Finally, they all got into the water. Eiji, overwhelmed by the two younger girls wanting to swim butterfly stroke with him, begged Rin to hide him. Just as the girls came looking, Rin tricked them by saying their big brother had swum so hard he had dissolved into the water. The girls believed it, thinking the water Ayaka held was Eiji's nose. Rin consoled them, promising to restore Eiji soon, and suggested they play by themselves for a while. Eiji felt relieved, and Rin felt a bit guilty since she had suddenly asked him out. Eiji expressed that, as a brother, he couldn't refuse his sister's request. Rin called him Big Brother, instantly relieving Eiji's fatigue. After returning, Rin couldn't wait to share with her best friend how close she and the senior were in the pool. He even complimented her swimsuit as cute. She repeated this little detail several times. Additionally, to thank her sister for suggesting they go swimming, Rin has been very accommodating to Ayaka these past few days. Her friend suggested that next time, Rin should invite him herself, and if she felt too shy, she could send the aloof Rin instead. However, Rin admitted that even her aloof persona couldn't manage that. At this point, her sister stepped in, offering to help invite him for Rin. Indeed, her sister played a key role. Midway through the summer vacation, Rin went to her grandparents' home in the countryside with her family. She eagerly recorded a video to share with her senior. AG responded with a video too, expressing envy that Rin could travel and reminding her to avoid heat stroke. To cool Rin down, he decided to find some scary videos. Rin quickly typed a refusal, then recorded a new video on the beach. Blushing, she said if she got a heat stroke, she hoped the senior would come to see her. Before she could send it, she received a new message from AG, a photo of an ice pop that had fallen on the ground, commenting on how hot it was and how much he wanted to jump into the sea. Rin then sent her freshly recorded video of the sea. You two should just have a video call already. Meanwhile, Ayaka also went to the store to buy ice pops. Unexpectedly, she ran into her childhood friend at the door. Following his suggestion, she bought a marble soda and mimicked her sister's tone, saying, "I'll listen to you this time." The childhood friend then invited her to catch bugs on the hill behind his grandfather's house, but Ayaka said she wanted to go to the beach. Using a pitiful expression and tone, she persuaded her big brother to take her to the beach. This tactic was even more effective than Rin's, hooking the naive boy instantly. On the way to the beach, she kept flirting, saying, "If you don't properly ask me out, I won't play with you." The childhood friend was completely at her mercy. Once at the beach, the boy found it boring because he didn't wear swim trunks and couldn't swim. Ayaka approached him with her soda, asking if he wanted a drink. This was akin to an indirect kiss. Seeing Ayaka's cherry lips, the boy almost couldn't resist and rushed into the sea, trying to physically cool himself down. AG went to the activity room to get props and unexpectedly saw Rin in a sailor uniform. He thought she was a new transfer student at first glance. So she started acting on the spot, telling her senior that no matter where she goes, she will continue acting and they will likely meet again soon. She promised to show him even better acting skills next time and reminded him not to forget her. Her acting was so good, it made AG cry because he truly thought she was transferring. Rin then went to a rehearsal while AG played the role of a tree. With him nearby, Rin couldn't concentrate, especially since the tree kept talking to her. The club president looked increasingly troubled as there was a scene coming up where Rin had to cry while hugging the tree, which she couldn't perform well. The president couldn't stand it and stopped the scene, telling AG to stop talking. AG felt honored to watch Rin act up close. The next day, he took a camera to film the day of a future star. AG followed Rin around without any prepared questions. They agreed to continue the interview at the student cafeteria at noon. Rin ordered ginger pork and asked the photographer if he wanted the same. AG explained to the audience that Rin always eats this dish before a major performance. Thinking about having lunch with her senior made Rin very happy. However, AG wondered if Rin, being somewhat of a princess, could handle such a common meal. Rin immediately tied her hair up, indicating she usually wouldn't eat it, but found it okay after trying. AG quickly took a photo. Next, Rin needed to show the passion of a protagonist. She said she didn't see herself as the main character since drama is created by everyone's effort, and she just tries to do her part well. Just then, AG's camera ran out of battery, so Rin naturally suggested continuing after school in the evening. They planned to stay overnight at school for the eve of the festival. However, AG had shopping tasks to do. Luckily, he had Rin with him. He asked her what she wanted for dinner and saw a flyer with a special on beef, thinking it would be a waste not to have sukiyaki. Once at the supermarket, they struggled to decide on dinner options, and Rin gave various suggestions. They acted like an old married couple, and AG couldn't help but wonder if marriage would be like this every day. Rin thought he meant marrying her, but AG asked if she could make sukiyaki for him every morning, which was indeed a tough ask. At midnight, Rin was afraid to go to the bathroom alone, so AG accompanied her. Still scared, AG suggested she act like a person with great courage, maybe like a cool, ghost-loving girl. However, Rin couldn't overcome her fear and hesitated to enter the bathroom alone, repeatedly reminding AG to wait for her outside the door. The next day was the school festival. Rin wanted to explore it with AG, but he was busy setting up the stage and had no time to accompany her. However, on his way back, he bought her a cream puff. After that, each time he returned, he brought Rin a lot of things, clearly having wandered around by himself. Rin was almost in tears, thinking he preferred exploring on his own rather than with her. Rin was about to perform and took several deep breaths to calm herself before going on stage. Seeing this, AG tried to ease her nerves by saying that even if she failed, he would reward her. Encouraged, Rin mustered the courage to ask him out, as she hadn't really enjoyed the festival. This chaotic conversation made AG nervous too, but he eventually agreed. That evening, Rin was anxious about where to go on their date and couldn't help but imagine various scenarios. Ultimately, they went to Kyoto. AG had received 2 tickets for a musical, thinking Rin would like it, and she indeed did. It felt like a field trip. While waiting for the musical to start, Rin playfully grabbed AG's hand, startling him nearly to a scream. The musical did not disappoint, with Rin watching intently while AG initially watched his junior, but eventually fell asleep. When he woke up, he noticed that her eyes were brighter than before. Next, they visited a temple on a mountain. Rin was not afraid of heights and stood excitedly at the edge, prompting AG to teasingly push her, which made her scold him playfully, causing AG to laugh heartily. They then went down to a spring, where AG felt it suited the dignified Rin better. She immediately acted more formally, even speaking very seriously. In the tourist area, they found a stall selling various dumplings. Rin, craving them, coquettishly called AG brother and expressed her desire for dumplings. AG bought enough for 7, thinking each junior should have one. They also went shopping for souvenirs. AG spotted a beautiful fan, which he thought should be given to the aloof junior. Rin, acting on behalf of the aloof junior, accepted it, and then, turning into the coquettish junior, asked if she didn't have one. AG quickly found a cat-themed drawstring bag, but the coquettish junior seemed to prefer a Japanese sweet. Managing 1 junior was challenging enough, let alone 7. Today, both had a great time on their date. AG also asked Rin to help pick a souvenir for him, and she chose a weapon, which he really liked. In the afternoon, they went to a hot spring. AG waited so long for Rin to come out that he fell asleep from boredom. When Rin emerged with 2 drinks, she found AG sleeping and quietly lay down opposite him, tempted to kiss him. But she restrained herself and fell asleep too. They woke up when AG exclaimed in surprise. Seizing the moment, Rin boldly confessed her desire to be with him forever. She immediately regretted her words and quickly asked AG to pretend she hadn't said anything, as she wasn't ready and wanted to tell him more formally later. AG didn't press further and simply acknowledged her statement. Rin was nearly overwhelmed as she indeed liked him very much. Afterward, their interaction was somewhat awkward. Walking together in a maple forest, they barely looked at each other or spoke properly. Rin almost fell, but AG caught her, and they both blushed the moment their eyes met. AG then suggested they hold hands to prevent her from falling. When school resumed, they met, and AG deliberately invited Rin to go out again, simply wanting to talk more with her. Immediately, Rin acted coy, insisting that this time she would decide the destination. Her top choice was a cat cafe. They even mimicked cats together and agreed to meet in the club room. During the drama club's cleaning day, Rin surprisingly pulled a time capsule from a cabinet. Everyone opened it to find a letter addressed to someone 10 years in the future. It turned out to be a love letter signed by Rin. It seems there was another person named Rin in the drama club 10 years ago. It's uncertain how the recipient would feel about this love letter. From the content of the letter, it appears that Rin, who wrote it, had experienced heartbreak. AG immediately expressed sympathy. The club president instructed Rin to put the letter back. However, Rin was curious about what she and her senior would be doing in 10 years, as they would definitely be adults by then. Rin playfully suggested they might be in relationships unknown to each other. This made AG a bit melancholic, thinking his mischievous junior might forget him by then. Surprisingly, Rin grabbed his hand and said, "If you don't want to be forgotten, then don't let go of me." AG let out a strange yell, somewhat startled by Rin, but mentioned he still wanted to be a fool even when grown up. As the new year approached, Rin had to stay at her relative's house and was set to leave early the next morning. Yet she was still on the phone with her senior late into the night. AG had to remind her to hang up, but she didn't want to. AG then offered to help her fall asleep, and Rin happily lay in bed waiting for his lullaby service. During the new year, they visited a shrine together. When Rin asked AG what wish he made, he initially refused to tell. However, after some coaxing, he revealed he wished to make more memories in his last year of high school as graduation was near. Rin felt down knowing her senior would soon graduate, and she hadn't expressed her feelings yet. When AG asked about her wish, Rin embarrassedly admitted she hoped to lose weight after eating well at her relatives. Soon after school resumed, it was time for the farewell party. AG and Rin were to perform together in a play about Snow White, written by a first-year student. In the play, AG's character, the prince, eats a poisoned apple, and falls into a cursed sleep. Rin and the dwarfs try various methods to awaken him, requiring Eiji to perform improv, trying hard not to wake up. Rin found the script interesting, especially when she read that the signal to end the play was a kiss that would awaken the prince, meaning they had to kiss in front of everyone. It seemed the first-year students were already shipping their pairing. With the script aiding her, Rin decided to confess her feelings, first wanting to set the mood. Looking up, she saw Eiji diligently playing dead. Her friend suggested she just straightforwardly tell him she liked him, as he would surely be happy. Just then, the club president called Rin over, saying the corpse was too troublesome, and the dwarfs couldn't wake him. "Princess, you better think of something fast." Rin then poked Eiji's face, accidentally waking him up. The next morning, after a night of snow, the entire city was blanketed in white. Eiji and Rin, wearing their school uniforms and leather shoes, found it slippery. Rin followed Eiji's footsteps, but he insisted she lead the way and asked her to bring out her cool junior persona. Eventually, he obediently took the lead himself. Suddenly, Rin wanted to walk beside her senior, even if it meant they might fall together. The classroom was almost empty when Eiji walked straight into Rin's classroom and sat next to her seat, pretending they were classmates. Rin played along immediately and even called out Eiji's name. Eiji couldn't handle it and quickly asked to stop the act. However, Rin didn't want to end it and called his name again, saying, "Eiji, I forgot my textbook. Let's sit together." Unfortunately, Eiji couldn't continue acting and asked Rin if she could do the same if everyone was in the classroom. Rin blushed and said that if she was too shy, she couldn't act, but such things could only be done in private. On the day of the farewell and graduation performance, the drama club's Snow White was about to start. Before going on stage, Eiji and Rin encouraged each other. Eiji was also happy to have the chance to act with Rin. Looking at his profile, Rin made a mental note to speak to him after the farewell party, then stepped onto the stage. Eiji, playing the prince, lay stiffly on the stage as a corpse. The dwarfs tried everything to wake him but failed. It was up to Snow White, played by Rin, to deliver the kiss scene. As Rin leaned in to kiss him, she thought of random things like how longer Eiji's eyelashes were than she expected. Everyone held their breath, anticipating the moment. However, just as Rin was about to kiss him, someone turned off the lights. When the lights came back on, Eiji jumped off the stage, breaking the curse. So did she kiss him, or not? After the play, Eiji rushed to find Rin, but saw Tsundere-chan with twin ponytails, who said Rin had left. Eiji playfully made a chew sound, and Rin instantly broke down, revealing they did kiss. But Eiji seemed unconcerned, and Rin resumed her usual self. They reenacted their first meeting scene and laughed together afterwards. Time had passed so quickly, and it started snowing heavily outside. Both wanted to say something, but Eiji spoke first, wanting to listen to Rin. Rin finally gathered the courage to hold Eiji's hand. On their last day of high school, it was graduation day. Eiji was still playing a laughter game with a buddy. They stopped laughing when they noticed the club president was tearful. The graduation ceremony ended with the principal's congratulations. Eiji hurried to the activity room where everyone had started the farewell party. A club member pointed outside where Rin was. Seeing Eiji, Rin smiled. She asked if he had any unfulfilled wishes. Eiji said he wanted to watch her act more since he couldn't be without his junior. Even while acting, Rin showed a lonely expression. After some playful banter, Rin congratulated Eiji on his graduation, and tears soon followed. Eiji quickly joked to make her laugh and invited her to his house after school. As they were about to leave, Rin held his hand, and they walked out together laughing. Rin finally mustered the courage to confess her feelings. Eiji naturally did not refuse. Starting today, they are officially boyfriend and girlfriend. Eiji even told his mother, as Rin will often come over to their house. Having such a cute girlfriend, his mother also took an instant liking to Rin. However, due to her nerves, Rin made several silly mistakes. She joked that if his mother couldn't part with Eiji, she could move in. She also claimed she could play the role of both daughter and sister, as she often plays multiple roles in games with her senior. His mother was shocked by how boldly the youth played. The couple then returned to Eiji's room to continue playing. Eiji was sorting out textbooks he no longer needed. Rin browsed through them and found various doodles. She couldn't help but remark that if he couldn't graduate, she would teach him. When she turned to the page with Kyoto doodles, she noted Eiji also cherished that date. Out of embarrassment, AG quickly stuffed all the notebooks into a box, planning to throw them out along with his school uniform, as he wouldn't need it anymore. But Rin felt it was a shame not to see him in his uniform again. They hadn't even had a date in school uniforms. This led to a small argument between them, which his mother mistook for a lover's quarrel. Besides the notebooks, AG's room was filled with various toys. Rin grabbed some clay and immediately started playing with it, but only managed to create a shapeless blob. Blaming her poor skills on AG's misunderstandings, she playfully sulked. AG saw through her act instantly. Rin then modified the blob and gave it to AG as a gift. Although AG didn't really want it, he would definitely keep it since it was from his girlfriend. After playing for a while, Rin realized they were being childish. She wanted to do something more adult and reached out for a hug. But AG wasn't mentally prepared, causing Rin to retract her arm, teasing him for being childlike. Their competitive spirit flared, each wanting to prove who was more mature. In the end, they didn't hug. However, Rin successfully went on a school uniform date with AG. Despite having graduated recently, AG tried to act mature, but couldn't keep it up in the mall. He was overjoyed holding a plush toy, with a junior teasing him on the side, offering to buy it as a school entrance gift. Seeing AG still so youthful, Rin felt reassured. Yet, AG still wanted to show his mature side. Unexpectedly, they ran into Rin's sister, Ayaka, on the way. Ayaka was underdressed and sneezed right after greeting them. AG then gave her his gloves, appearing quite mature. However, he soon started elbow bumping with Ayaka. Rin felt that AG treated everyone the same. AG, on the other hand, thought Rin could play different roles well, like a junior or sister, which he found impressive. Since they met her sister, Rin and AG's date ended, and the sisters went home together. Rin even asked Ayaka to try on the gloves herself. At school, Rin asked her best friend what kind of person she wanted to be. Her friend immediately answered, "Sexy." Rin was too focused on catching up with AG to comment. She worried whether AG would make friends in college, and was frustrated that she still had a year before graduating, limiting her to calling him at night. AG was struggling with what to wear to college. Left to his own devices, he'd only choose funny t-shirts. So he asked Rin, his girlfriend, for help, preferring her over his alter egos. They agreed to meet at 10 on the weekend. AG's screensaver was now of Rin with cat ears. He arrived early, excited, and Rin jumped into his arms as soon as she arrived. They held hands and went shopping for clothes. Rin picked out a mature outfit for AG, which suited him well, and he found Rin adorable while she was choosing clothes. When it was AG's turn to choose for Rin, she made a face of disdain. After shopping, they passed a cat cafe and couldn't resist entering. A cat approached Rin as soon as she sat down. She turned to boast to AG but found him surrounded by cats, making her enviously comfort herself with the cat she was holding. AG, amused by the scene, joined her with the cats he was holding, and soon, both were covered in cats. Their wonderful day ended too quickly, and they were reluctant to part since they wouldn't meet again until the next week. AG hugged Rin tightly when they were alone, claiming he was recharging. Rin happily hugged back, and then playfully reminded him not to forget her for even a day. AG grinned mischievously, promising to fill his room with her photos. The following week, as soon as they met, AG shocked Rin with news that a college mate had confessed to him. He had refused, and the person cried terribly, making him feel bad. Rin was at a loss for words. AG quickly reassured her, saying the clothes she chose were very popular, and he had received many compliments, a first for him. Rin's expression changed, realizing AG was quite popular at university. AG was unexpectedly confessed to by a university classmate. Upon hearing this, Rin felt an immediate sense of crisis and began to cry to her best friend. The friend, enjoying the drama, joined Ayaka in declaring their affection for AG too, which infuriated Rin to the point of wanting to destroy the world. However, she still video chatted with AG that evening as usual, telling him about a newcomer in her club and asking about his university life, eager to learn more. AG, thinking Rin had some worries, told her to share any concerns with him immediately, capturing her heart effortlessly. Rin, fearing he might be taken by someone else at university, decided to be honest about her feelings. AG, unaware of his own appeal, was simply asked by Rin to meet the next day. With a club activity planned, AG invited Rin to his school where they could secretly attend classes together. Rin was thrilled, seeing it as a chance to stay close and gauge his popularity. Their expressions were all too apparent on screen, and AG found his girlfriend adorable. The next day at AG's university, they agreed on a signal. If AG touched his ear, Rin would hide. While AG prepared for class, Rin surveyed the pretty sisters around. Soon, as the teacher arrived, the couple secretly passed notes. Rin posed a question with her expression, and AG, guessing correctly, urged her for the next question, thanking her for the joy she brought him through her acting. Rin blushed, wanting to hear the words from him directly. As class ended, two girls who had passed by greeted AG and invited him to lunch, recognizing Rin as the girlfriend AG often boasted about. Curious about their relationship, Rin suggested they all have lunch together, openly stating she was there to check on how popular AG was. The sisters, with no reason to refuse, candidly told Rin that AG was not popular, as he only hung out with his high school friends, even fighting over pudding at a store with them the previous day. AG, trying to salvage his image, tearfully offered the pudding to Rin. Relieved by what she heard, Rin comforted AG, who was quite affected by the revelation, and gave the pudding back to him. AG and Rin then participated in the university drama club activities together, with Rin playing a role opposite the club's lead actor, showcasing her exquisite acting skills as the club president watched with satisfaction. Even the seniors were stunned by their flawless performance. AG's close friend couldn't help but remind him, "One of you is a love-struck, oblivious guy, and the other is a diligent and empathetic actress. Be careful, buddy." As AG watched more, he grew increasingly anxious, especially when the male actor began to kneel and propose. Rin held his hand in agreement. Unable to watch any longer, AG shouted, "Stop!" and stormed the stage, scolding the male actor. Afterward, AG and Rin went home together. Rin asked AG why he had stormed the stage. He simply said he had begun to understand her feelings and was starting to worry, especially since the young actress performed very well. Rin couldn't suppress a smile, feeling they were now even. Then, playing the little devil, Rin teasingly asked AG, "Would getting married make you feel secure?" Overwhelmed, AG froze, then started thinking about weddings, honeymoons, and even raising children. Rin quickly snapped him out of it, reminding him it was all just an act. In front of AG, Rin often felt nervous, but she was carefree around her best friend, obediently acting out eating like a baby, even though they were seniors in high school. Her friend thought it was adorable and suggested she perform it for the seniors. That's when Rin realized she hadn't spent time alone with her friend for a while, and invited her out for the week. Her friend, not holding back, immediately suggested steak. As they acted out their roles, a junior approached Rin for help practicing lines. The junior, a talented actress, was unhappy with her performance lately, blaming Rin, who was shocked. It turned out Rin's portrayal of a prince had captivated her, not just technically but something more in her performance. As Rin listened, she blushed, and the junior asked how to achieve such acting skills, expressing a desire to know her better. Rin first asked her if she had someone she liked, explaining that it was after falling for AG that she began to constantly ponder his thoughts, changing her mood daily, as if she were a different person, which was her way of getting into character. The junior focused on one thing. "So, you have someone you like." She looked heartbroken, but in reality, she had never liked anyone else. She had just been thinking about Rin lately. With summer approaching, Rin's family was going back to their hometown, leaving her alone to house sit. She mustered the courage to ask AG if he wanted to come over. AG, for some reason, got excited on the spot. AG finally visited Rin's house as he wished. Rin first gave him a tour. After the tour, AG noticed that the junior high school girl still used formal language with him, so he told her not to be so formal. However, Rin was still not quite used to it. AG then joked about thinking of a punishment game, but said that could wait. What he really wanted to do was visit Rin's room, but Rin wouldn't allow it. Soon it was almost noon, and they decided to cook together. While cooking, Rin mentioned using formal language again, and when AG noticed, she tried to divert attention by complimenting his food presentation. AG blushed, saying he imagined himself as Rin's husband, and Rin naturally played along as a good wife. They playfully acted like a newly married couple. Rin wanted to make sauce, but they only had ingredients for a Western-style sauce. AG wanted both types, but Rin reassured him that they could make it next time. Then she tasted some sauce on her hand. AG wanted to taste it too, but Rin playfully turned into a little devil, scaring AG away. By evening, AG still hadn't left. Although Rin invited him to go out to see fireworks, he preferred to stay at home. Rin playfully insisted that she wanted her senior to see her in a yukata. AG couldn't refuse and was led by his girlfriend into her bedroom, as they could see the fireworks from her window without going outside. They sat on the bed in the dark, waiting for the fireworks. Rin leaned on AG's shoulder, and just as they were enjoying the moment, Rin's phone suddenly lit up. They separated quickly, fearing her parents might have come home early. Fortunately, it was Rin's best friend, returning with festival souvenirs. Rin wanted to continue their private time but couldn't leave her friend outside. She moved close to AG, intertwined their fingers, and kissed him gently. She had planned to wait for the fireworks, but now had to go downstairs prematurely to let her friend in. AG's expression showed that even without fireworks, the night was unforgettable. During the holidays, AG took a job delivering food. When his close friends found out, they immediately ordered from him. Knowing it was them, he joked about stealing some fries. The club president invited AG to come in and sit, but AG felt he could take a few more orders. His friends scolded him for not taking time off, making it impossible for them to hang out. AG was innocent, as he needed to save money. However, he couldn't resist his friends and took a break. Both wanted to go camping during the holidays. Although AG wanted to, he couldn't spend his hard-earned money on that, clearly saving for Rin. His friends, feeling left out, questioned why he was saving money. AG, blushing, said Rin's birthday was coming up. Since that's the case, the brothers should also support AG's work and let him buy another ice cream on his way. On the other hand, Rin looked at the clothes AG left at her house and couldn't resist wearing them like an obsessed fan. The next second, AG caught her in the act. Rin explained that the clothes had expressed a desire for her to wear them. AG played along, joking, "Little sister, can you actually hear what the clothes are saying?" He then started making up an ancient story, and Rin played along. After nearly a whole summer of effort, AG's summer thesis was still unfinished. He wished Rin was his classmate so she could help him with it. He then asked what play the drama club was performing for the cultural festival. Rin told him it was about two people who look alike, but have opposite personalities switching lives and experiencing each other's school life. She handed him the script filled with her notes, and AG discovered that Tsundere-chan likes rabbits. As he read, AG felt unworthy of the attention from so many wonderful girls. Rin smiled warmly, saying, "We need to make everyone happy," and leaned across the table to face him. Rin's birthday was approaching, but AG hadn't decided on a gift yet. He thought Tsundere-chan would like something cute, maybe a Japanese dessert for Kudere-chan. As he pondered, AG suddenly realized it should be something Rin likes. On the first day of school, Rin's friends remarked on her improved beauty after the summer. A junior girl noticed the change in Rin's aura and asked if something happened during the vacation. The two seniors just smirked, saying it was too early for the little kitten to understand such things. Soon after school started, it was time for the sports festival. The drama club always prioritized the visual impact of their performances, so members ran in their costumes. Rin was dressed as a knight, and the junior as a fragile youth, who immediately captured the hearts of Rin's friends. The final event was a mixed-gender costume relay. Students ran vigorously in various costumes. Rin took the baton smoothly from a teammate, but tripped due to her high heels. She decided to run barefoot and quickly surpassed others with her impressive form, earning admiration from the junior, who then took the baton. Remembering another senior's comment that a fragile youth couldn't run, she immediately played the part, staggering forward and quickly getting overtaken by others, eventually collapsing on the track. Rin rushed over, only to find the junior laughing and asking how her portrayal of the fragile youth was. Rin was both amused and speechless. On Rin's birthday, AG gave her a bracelet and personally fastened it on her wrist after careful consideration. Rin immediately hugged him, promising to cherish it for a lifetime. She quickly turned playful, asking for another love-filled gift next time. To her surprise, AG refused because he now had eyes only for one person. Thinking she was being rejected, Rin was shocked until AG mentioned he would no longer be swayed by her playful or devilish sides. This revelation broke her defenses, unaware that AG was referring to her true self. AG called Rin, but Ayaka answered the phone. The sisters sound alike, so AG didn't realize it wasn't Rin. He asked about which movie she wanted to see. Ayaka suggested an animated movie and insisted on watching it. AG then realized something was off. He was about to ask Ayaka to hand the phone to her sister when he stopped. Instead, he asked what sleeping position Rin was in. Ayaka described it accurately. Though Rin's hair was messy, Eiji was embarrassed hearing about her exposed belly. When they met later, Eiji excitedly shared that he got his driver's license over the summer break. Rin was still upset about something Eiji said on his birthday, thinking he had ditched her. Eiji quickly explained, saying it was all just an act, and he hadn't ditched Rin at all. Rin, however, felt those acts were part of her too, and was determined to win Eiji over with her acting. Eiji didn't engage with this and instead boasted about his driver's license, asking if Rin wanted to go shopping together. Rin was visibly upset but said she really wanted to go. During shopping, Rin changed her outfit, calling herself Little Devil. Eiji was alarmed and reminded her not to play pranks while driving. The mischievous Little Devil didn't respond directly, but urged Eiji to hurry up. Eiji, prioritizing Rin's safety, personally fastened her seatbelt. He felt it was fine to look foolish as long as Rin was safe. This sudden display of care deeply touched Rin. However, she soon felt carsick. Eiji suggested she open the window for air, but Rin wanted to keep watching him drive seriously. Eiji was moved by this gesture, despite realizing Rin was genuinely feeling unwell. They finally arrived at the beach where Rin, groggy, opened her eyes and commented on the sea's impressive look. Eiji wondered if she was referring to the sea or him. Today, Rin was too much for Eiji to handle. Fortunately, they reached the shopping plaza. Rin went straight to the women's clothing section and began trying on outfits. Eiji felt out of place until Rin suggested he pick clothes for her to try. Imagining Rin as a nun, Eiji thought she had interesting tastes. Rin chose a dress typically worn by tsundere characters and tied her hair in twin tails. They then visited the home section, finding the sofas very comfortable, which made Rin drop her persona and overwhelmed Eiji. Although the tsundere's arrogance was gone, her charm emerged. Eiji was stunned until Rin pointed out the sofa's price, prompting them to quickly get up and leave. They went back to the beach where Eiji playfully pushed Rin into the sea, acting childishly. Eiji thought about leaving to ease the awkwardness, but Rin grabbed him, and they both fell. Soaked and in a compromising position, Rin's situation was a bit delicate. Rin only cared if her bracelet got wet. Eiji said he was more worried about Rin than such things. Tsundere-chan started getting into character. I know this isn't meant for me, but I don't want to take it off anyway because I love it just as much. Eiji finally realized his huge mistake. Loving someone means accepting all of them. He loved not only the original Rin, but every version of her. He had completely fallen for her. Rin finally showed a smile, and on the way back, she was very excited. She had charmed Eiji with her acting and wanted to feel the wind on the freeway. But since she was soaked from the seawater for Rin's health, Eiji decided to go straight home and gave her a hot drink. On the way, Rin mentioned that their next date would be with Cool-chan. They started discussing where to go next. However, acting all day was tiring. Rin leaned on Eiji's shoulder, almost falling asleep, then suddenly sat up. It was a rare moment to spend time with Eiji, and sleeping through it would be a waste. Plus, falling asleep might actually lead to a cold. Eiji didn't hesitate to take off his coat. The next day, Eiji drove Ayaka to school, playing the butler inviting the young ladies into the car. It turned out Ayaka's school was just around the corner. In the car, Ayaka wanted to listen to music, so Eiji played her favorite anime song. Ayaka excitedly sang along and invited Rin to join, but Rin, knowing she wasn't a good singer, firmly refused and quietly criticized herself. One day Ayaka will realize she can't sing well either. When Ayaka saw her friend, she quickly said goodbye to her sister and brother-in-law and got off. Now, only Eiji and Rin were left in the car. Eiji wistfully expressed his hope to hear Rin sing one day. Rin said she would practice a bit, and Eiji almost wished he could take her to karaoke right away to start practicing. Eiji's good friend wanted to film a short story about falling in love for a competition. Among the three present, only Eiji had experience with love, so the plot fell on him. But Eiji really couldn't articulate it, so he suggested they ask Rin directly. That evening, Rin received a call from Eiji asking if she would agree to act in the short film. Without hesitation, Rin agreed, unaware that this decision would change the course of their lives. Eiji and his team decided to shoot a short film. They returned to their high school and asked the drama club for help. Eiji wore his high school uniform since he and Rin were the leads. The film, entered into a competition, was based on Rin's personal experiences before dating Eiji. As they talked, They felt transported back to their days as senior and junior. While others were busy, the two leads chatted away. AG began making up stories, such as winning 100 million yen in the lottery, only to be deceived by mischievous characters. However, Rin wanted to see him play a hero. Unable to resist her, AG delivered the line she expected. "I will not allow any actor to be injured by my set." Rin burst into laughter. The set was finally ready and surprisingly intricate. AG popped out from behind a cabinet, asked Rin if she was a newcomer, and inquired about her practice. Rin expressed her fear of forgetting her lines and pointed out the part to AG, who then made her a cue card to hide in the set, a secret not to be shared. However, Rin refused it, opting to practice until she felt confident. During the official shoot, the head chef of Rainbow Restaurant was to introduce a dish, but found his apprentice missing. Just as Rin was about to go on stage, she found a note from AG encouraging her to enjoy the performance. Scene by scene, the film was completed. Everyone praised Rin's acting, and AG's performance was passable, but he did not argue. Rin's younger cousin, seeing her beloved senior's boyfriend, couldn't help but criticize internally. She also noticed a change in Rin's acting, which AG observed as well. Both praised Rin's impressive performance, attributing it to her role as her past self. Rin's friend suggested it was because she hadn't worked with AG in a while, making her extra enthusiastic. Rin blushed at this. They uploaded the film online, and it quickly garnered over 1 million views. The comments praised the cute girl in the film, and talent scouts approached the organizers wanting to meet with Rin. Overwhelmed, Rin faced a dilemma: pursue university or a career in acting. Though acting was her dream, she never expected it to become a reality, which now scared her. Plus, she had always hoped to attend the same university as AG. After all, this is Rin's own matter. Her best friend and junior from elementary school couldn't offer much advice. They were about to graduate, and it was time for them to make choices. Meanwhile, AG and his brothers were also struggling. A good friend noticed that AG was clearly troubled. He understood that Rin hadn't made a decision yet because she was considering his feelings. So, he took the initiative to message Rin, wanting to talk. Rin asked her best friend to leave first, then went to the school alone, thinking along the way. Should she choose her dream or her beloved? Why couldn't time just stay still? She took photos of various places around the school and finally returned to where she first met her senior. She visited the drama club, recalling the night they confessed their feelings. Rin had mustered the courage to tell her senior she liked him, and AG responded immediately without making her wait. On their way back, Rin asked AG when he started liking her. To her surprise, he said it was from the beginning, ever since he saw her performance. He thought then how much he wanted to see her act more. Later, to watch Rin practice, he would often go to the gym, which led to their subsequent story. Rin, deep in thought, found herself in tears. Why did she have to choose just one? At that moment, AG's voice came from behind her. "It seems you enjoy revisiting the past." Rin was startled, and AG had apparently been at the door the whole time. AG said, although reminiscing was nice, they should head towards the future together. Rin cried and rushed into her senior's arms. They hadn't planned this but had ended up at the same spot coincidentally. Rin now understood her heart. She only wanted to be with AG. Acting and dreams didn't matter to her anymore. AG was glad to be so important to Rin, but didn't want her to give up her dreams for him. After all, fulfilling her wishes was his duty. So, he decided to make a name for himself behind the scenes and work on the same set as Rin, ensuring she wouldn't lose anything. Now, Rin didn't have to choose. The couple held hands tightly. Rin also wanted to know AG's wish. He only wanted a kiss from his girlfriend. Rin playfully retorted, "Why should I kiss you, and not the other way around?" They began flirting again, and AG didn't reveal his wish, deciding to wait until he caught up with Rin. Just as they were about to enter the house, Rin kissed him, and they embraced tightly, sharing the same anticipation for the future. Years later, it was AG's last time running on site at the company because next week he was moving to the TV station. His career was thriving. Just as he dismissed a colleague, a girl rushed into his arms. It was Rin, now a successful actress. The TV station was also shooting a drama, and she would be at the studio daily. They could finally see each other often. Despite the years, the playful love games never grew old. AG had caught up with Rin and could now finish the sentence he hadn't completed that day. He had a wish only Rin could fulfill: to get married. Rin agreed without hesitation, not wanting to make her senior wait even a second. Soon it was their wedding day. Their friends and family were all present. The two best friends were overwhelmed with joy, and to their surprise, the wedding was held directly at the drama club. Rin's junior came forward to bless the couple. Petals floated by them, just like at the start of their story.